Honk. The honk gets us started once again. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Arvonauts and all, to another stream, our final stream of today, of Tuesday the 14th. Big streaming day today, a lot of fun. Started with some gamebook illustration awesomeness, Chasms of Malice with Tari Tunes. Then I was over on GeoGComp's Twitch channel playing some Solasta, Palace of Ice, because Tintin Cigars of the Pharaoh is not yet patched. Get on that, devs. Come on. So I played Solasta Palace of Ice, which is still a lot of fun, of course. And now we are here for the epic conclusion of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney with the amazing Arvocalists. I am super excited for this. Before I introduce the folks, just a quick reminder, I'm going to zip through this quickly because I've already talked about this earlier today. Please follow the channel if you haven't done so already. That's really helpful. Check out our YouTube with !ArvTube. That's really helpful as well. And subscribe to us over there. I am also streaming live on YouTube as we speak. And so if you know people who are just like, I will never go to that Twitch place, I only spend my time at YouTube, you could be like, great, why don't you go to twitch.tv/Arvonelleron, and you are going to be able to watch us live on YouTube as well. I try to, I'm talking to both. I have that chat up as well so I can speak to people on YouTube chat, but also send some people over from YouTube over to Twitch. Very early in that, I have a lot of followers on YouTube, but it's been an archive VOD channel for years, so this is the first time the last few days that I've ever been streaming live, so it's going to take a while for people to notice that there's live streaming going on there, but nonetheless, for people who were there, it would be lovely to have people come over, and if you haven't already done so, please sub to me over on that YouTube channel. It's free for you to do that. Yes, Ryopel, they did. A Tintin game called Tintin Reporter Cigars of the Pharaoh. Very cool game, except that it crashes right now. It's buggy, needs to be patched, and the company itself admits that. So as soon as that's done, I'm happy to go back to it on GOGCon, but in the meantime, not much I can do. I want to play a game that I'm actually playing. So but anyway, so yes, so YouTube, Discord, please join us over on my Discord channel. That's !Arvcord. You can follow me on both Twitter and Blue Sky, !Arvtweets and !Arvsky, and the website for this is arvonelleron.com. Financially, !Arvshop is the merchandise area, !Arvtreon is that Patreon. You can see 15 people, $126. That is what makes it possible, that and subbing to the channel, which would also be lovely if you could do that. Those two things are what make it possible for me to pay the Arvocalists and do all that kind of stuff. And it really is the financial backbone of the channel, so please continue to support us. That would be great. I also love Tintin growing up, and I read it to my kids, so that's why I was so excited. It sounds very similar in the same way. I see you, Shadowed. I see you, Shadow Mage, making me look over there. I see it. So yes, so anyway, so those things are really important and helpful. And so subbing in the Patreon, !Arvtreon, and subbing to the channel are really helpful as well. Publishing, !Icarus for my graphic novel from Athos Arts. !Library is my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. Please check that out. And !Greyshade is my Grey Assassin trilogy. It's my Grey Assassin universe. That features both the books that are currently out in the Grey Assassin trilogy, book 1 and 2, Greyshade and Renegade respectively. You can get those now. You can also get at that link, you can get the audiobook by our very own Arvocalist alum Tren Sparks, and you can get that as well. And then you can pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade being done by Brandon O'Brien and Alligator Alley, and you can pre-order the final book in the series called Heretic, which will be coming out next year, and I am working on as we speak. So it's going to be good times. Very excited for all of the various publishing endeavors that I'm with. So any support people can give is much appreciated. And as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And !Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the fine people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage. And we send the message that we will stand with them and others in this situation if similar circumstances circumstances arise in the future. Now, quick note on schedule. I will be, after this, off for Wednesday and Thursday. I'll be back on Friday with more Starfield, and then Saturday with Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks. That's our one session that we're doing this month. Then next Tuesday was originally going to be was originally supposed to be a Shire Adventures conclusion, but I realized that I made a mistake about that because I can't do that because I am going to be away Tuesday night into Wednesday with my wife and son. So that is not going to work. So instead, we are going to reschedule. It looks like we're going to be rescheduling for that following weekend. So basically the weekend right after Thanksgiving. But I'll have more details about that soon. That was just a brain fart on my part. I completely forgot that I had that thing going on. So but it is going to be happening that week. So Tuesday will probably be a little bit more Starfield, and then will be probably no GOG stream on that day because I'm going to be, as I say, heading off with wife and son for a trip into the wild unknown. So that is what's going on with all of that. And I think that's the only thing I need to mention, except as one reminder, which is that next month, the Arvocalists will have our epic, biggest Arvocalist event every year. And that, of course, is the Christmas Carol. The Christmas Carol. Very excited for a Christmas Carol. I know, forget I have a family. Oh, man. I know, but sadly, I sometimes don't put it together with the fact that there's other things happening with that, unfortunately, sadly. Anyway, so Christmas Carol is happening next month. It's going to be awesome, but I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the session today. Today, though, the time has come for us to get back into the conclusion of Apollo Justice, and so I'm going to unmute myself and apologize to anyone I interrupted because I couldn't hear them, and then I'm going to unmute them, and last but certainly not least, I'm going to head over to reveal the crew. One of us, Indy, is going to be joining us very shortly. Actually, should be joining us any minute. But we have the other three folks here and ready to go to continue this look into true justice, this real, direct to the point, how system of justice actually works in the world. So
it's a simulation.
It's a
law simulation.
It really is.
Most accurate.
Hardcore. They spent a lot of time actually sampling even jury sounds, and there was a lot that went into this. So I will start.
If you're ever studying for the bar exam, this is the way.
Definitely.
Don't watch Suits. Don't Boston Legal. None of that.
No.
Just watch this.
When you go in and someone hands you the bar exam, you just need to be like, hold it, and just watch. They'll just be like, you're already a lawyer, sir. Here's your badge.
What's the proper response to this legal procedure?
And when you're making good points, you should snap your fingers.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to have some sort of emotive signature.
And you should play with like a bracelet or something, and ooh, yeah. Oh man!
Really, every lawyer has a magical pendant that enables them sixth sense capabilities.
Exactly. And as you're doing it, the judge is looking at you and you're like, doo 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 doo. They're like, why are you speaking in the courtroom? I'm not. This is real justice. Anyway,
I'm never going to see another judge hit a gavel and not think, shut up. That's just headcanon now.
It totally is.
I feel like they say it at least in their heads every single time.
They probably do. Especially when the harder they hit it.
Yes.
Anyway, it is a great pleasure to introduce, first of all, Zach Clay. Zach, is good to see you, my friend. How is life in the universe and everything with you? How are you feeling about the conclusion of Apollo Justice? That's a big milestone.
Wow. Because this is, I think, I mean, we had some games that we played in between the
day 22, games. If that's what you were wondering.
Wow.
Day 22 of this one.
Over 4 years now, 5 years.
I think 3, but because
because
there was Phoenix Wright as well. But that I think was before you arrived.
I don't think I ever took part in that. So this was my first Ace Attorney series, I think. Mm-hmm. And it's been great, very fun. I've always an aspect of the Arvocalists that I've loved is being introduced to games that I may never have tried myself. And most of them I've really enjoyed. And so, it's super cool. I'm excited to see how everything wraps up because the way that this chapter has presented itself is like going back through time, looking through other cases, previous events that have happened. So this is like some final arc stuff. So I'm excited for it. And personally, I'm doing great. Lots of D&D related things. I am about to sign an NDA soon for something that is super, super exciting.
So you're not under NDA yet, so tell us.
So you could tell us what it is you're about to sign NDA for.
That's how it works.
No, it has to do with D&D, but yeah, someday you'll find out in probably next year. But anyway. So yeah, that's me. Doing great. Happy to be here.
Good stuff. Always good to have Zach here. Also always good to have Rem Alternus here. Rem, it's good to see you, Rem. I hope you're hanging in there okay. How's things with you? And yeah, how are you, besides the fact that now your headcanon is Judge saying shut up and every time he slams the gavel. Any thoughts about the conclusion of this particular game that we're playing?
I am equally sad for it to end and very excited for it to end. Like I see what you guys mean when we were finishing Citizen Sleeper. You were like, oh, back to Ace Attorney and Apologistus, and there was kind of this like air that I didn't understand to it that I totally understand now.
Yeah, because it's like good and it's a strong flavor, and so yeah.
Very umami,
yes,
for sure. But yeah, things have been busy as always. I'll be at PAX Unplugged, and I've got 38 hours left on 2 different Kickstarters right now. One is Hellslayers, which is a Morkborg setting of demons in space, and the other one is Persephone, which is by Kevin J. Anderson. And it is about space exploration, going to a new planet, and because there's always an so 2 hours, or I'm sorry, not 2 hours, 2 days, 38 hours left on both of those. So you should check them out.
What's the Persephone funded at? I haven't checked in a little while.
Persephone is it's jumped up today. We're at $38,713. Nice. We really want to hit 40. Oh, it just went up again. And then we're at 797 backers. So you could be the one that helps us break 800. And Kevin is very excited to post about 800. So
nice. No, that's awesome. Yeah, congratulations on the success of those and your role in running them. And I'm going to have a chance to see Rem and John Helfers as well in the flesh in December, because I'm going to be at PAX Unplugged for a day. I will be going down and hanging out with the peoples. I'm taking my wife and daughter down on Sunday, so it should be a good time for that.
KP's going to be there too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, so it's going to be.
He was muting us, so when we're having that conversation.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, so what's likely to happen is I'm going to get down there and it'll be great. And my wife and daughter are going to give me that look they give me when I'm like, all right, I just have to meet up with a couple of people, and then they'll be like, mm-hmm. Because this happens, and then it's like I run into 75 people I know. I'm like, look, what do you like? They're all good people. It's all true. It's not true. Yeah. It's not false that they're good people. They are good. Okay.
Sounds like they're jealous of how popular you are.
I think it's more they're like, can I have dad and not, I was like, yes. So anyway, yes, I am going to be. Now, I know that Rem's going to be at the Catalyst booth, but first of all, saying it is good to have Rem with us. Thank you as always, Rem. Segueing positively then into KP. KP, where are you going to be at PAX Unplugged? Are you going to be all over the place? You got the photo booth set up? Like, what's your position?
I don't have an official booth, at least not this year. I'm hoping I can maybe turn that around next year. Maybe I can talk them and convince them into providing me a space. Unofficially, I will be at places around the area. I'm either going to be the 2 locations, because I've done this location, one of them, the last time I was at PAX Unplugged, where I did my photo shoots. But the first location that I'm thinking of is where the food court is, and where right next to the food court is a bar that has like a circular center.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Place. You know what I'm talking about? Yes.
Yes, I think so.
It's like right above, I think, the artist hall or something like that, like one of the main halls. I forget. It's been 2 years since I've been, but I did all my shoots there last time, which turned out really great.
Okay.
The other one I was suggested was one of the main entrances area. There was a nice, it's like very, very nice granite, walls and whatnot, and it's supposed to look very beautiful. I was suggested it to me by another photographer that has done shoots there. So I need to figure that out hopefully soon when I get there. It'll probably want to be one of the things I'll be doing as soon as I rush off from the airport is rush again to the PAX Unplugged area, find a place, and then be like, hey, everybody, come here, please. But outside of that, I'm just excited to meet my friends and just see all the excitement, see all the amazing people and all the creativity that they bring. It's a fun time.
Catalyst is going to be live streaming from the booth the whole weekend too, and there's a chance KP might be showing up to play some games. So
I would be honored.
Wow.
If I can swing it, I would absolutely love to.
That's pretty slick.
We'll have conversations. But yeah, outside of that, I now feel genuinely that I am qualified to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
If you want my opinion about this game,
show them the badge.
I feel I can lawyer up anybody and win arguments, because it's not even about whether I'm right or wrong. It's clearly just point and shout until they go into submission.
That's right.
Accept that I am in the right. And that clearly is how this goes, especially as someone who has been chucked into the middle of this, not even from the beginning, and have no idea what the F this game was about, because I've never played this game before. I've only ever heard about it from people, right? And so I'm like, oh, it's got to be a silly game, but it's got to be something where it's still very law-oriented, very much so, rooted in reality.
Yeah.
And oh boy, was I glad I was proven right, because clearly this is how reality works.
Yes. This is we are rooted in this reality. I think that's true. I think that's true. I think that's true.
Yeah, man. I genuinely, honestly, it's more so what made it fun for me is just doing it with all you guys, because of the fun voices and just bringing all of our own little flavors into it. I don't think I would have had nearly as much fun. Honestly, I don't think this would be a game that I would normally play on my own. I feel like I would get frustrated with the story and how things have gone within like the first 20 minutes of playing it.
Yep.
But getting the opportunity to play it with you guys, I think that just made this game one of my favorite games in the world, simply because we had this shared collective experience, and all of us have gone through this fever dream together. It is a cornerstone of my memories now that I'm willing to relive once again in the future if I have to.
Just like in Citizen Sleeper, one of our group collective memories is now the mushroom panties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God.
That I didn't see for so long.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure you were, KP, because it was mentioned several times.
What? Clearly, I have blocked this memory out.
Yeah, you repressed it. It was early on. We should start.
Yes, we should. We should get into this now. Okay, so let us do that. We will get into this, and then we will fold Indy into the mix when Indy arrives. But we will get moving. So I've got desktop audio. I've got this. Yes, I want to resume my game from this point.
As always, is it going to be too loud?
Yep, sure is.
Yeah, it's a little too loud.
Hang on a second. Ooh. There we go.
There it is. That's that.
Okay, how's that? Is that better with everyone?
Yeah.
Sound-wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay, so I think we had Indy playing Clavier. So we have someone who wants to step in for Clavier until Indy arrives. Zach is still on the judge, I think. I don't know if Rem was doing backup on Clavier. We have like understudies for everybody.
I think I started Clavier out.
I'm the evil prison brother.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then I guess we'll have KP back up with Clavier. KP with Clavier.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to do a shitty German accent. See how far I can get this.
Go for it.
All right. So are we ready?
I think we're ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Correct. I'm just gonna
Huh?
start. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page. The best German accent.
Don't do this, Clavier.
Pow.
I knew because you told me, Christoph.
What? I can't believe this.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that.
understand this game.
It was the night before the trial.
Clavier.
This is so anime.
Christoph, I'd seen you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial.
I think it's still a little loud. I'm gonna come down a bit more.
I don't even remember what voice I used for this guy, so it's different now.
No, this one's fine. It's great.
Okay. Indy is right. Oh, sorry, Indy. My bad. Give me 1 second while Indy comes into the mix, and then I will. All right, hang on. Let me get
Hey,
Indy on it. There's Indy. Hey.
Hello.
We started literally 2 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
like
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
No,
There's
yeah.
some Zoom difficulty. We got it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well,
We also had a great conversation.
Yeah.
We were chilling.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Clearly,
Well-
this is the best way to study law.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I didn't miss too
You
much.
came on time. Welcome in, Andy.
Perfect. Perfect.
Say.
I had to cut into your character a little bit, but
That's what you were doing it justice, I'm sure.
Just before we get started, Indy, I asked everybody if they had any thoughts about, any feelings about the coming conclusion of this particular game. Any feelings, bittersweet, pleased that it's all over, sad, like whatever, you know?
Oh,
Please let this torture end. What is happening? No. Honestly, like if you're just asking what like my feelings
Yeah.
on it are, dude, I've had such a blast. Like it is bittersweet in the sense that this particular chapter is ending, but I'm so excited for the next one. How about
Awesome.
You don't have to lie, so we'll like you.
that? I'm being dead
They already
serious.
liked you.
We're good. I'm being 100% truthful.
I'm
I'm not.
with
I'm always a liar. Not always a liar. Excuse me. Always a truth person.
I was fine with this until the reporters.
It was the reporter that changed
I'm
everything.
sorry.
Yeah. That's a whole.
I have to be convincing.
Cool. All right. Well, so it is good to have you. It's good to have you with us as always, my friend. It's good to see you. And yeah, so since we just started, I guess we can have you take back over with Clavier, and then Rem is sticking with Christoph, I believe.
Sure.
So yeah.
All right. So we're starting right here. Christoph, I'd seen you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial.
Whoa.
I won't be appearing in the trial, actually.
Huh? Why not?
I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information.
Information?
The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted.
What's up, Rurf? Thank you for the tier 1 sub, man. I appreciate it. Welcome. Good to see you, man.
Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen. I want you to call in a special witness. Then
I wondered about it at the time. How did Christoph know so much?
Prosecutor Gavin.
Christoph! We were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserved that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case.
the victim's belongings?
Which would have included Magnify's diary, wouldn't it? Uh-oh.
Mr. Gavin?
My, Clavier. You disappoint me.
Is anyone else waiting for Christoph to just reach over and then let laser eyes just shoot out of the glass? Just like...
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You find trees, yet miss the forest.
You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. That's not my best comeback.
You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial.
Why not? I've achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing. Apollo!
I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough.
7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Granpuba. Two cards. One card.
Bluefish, red.
Showdown time. Enough.
Oh, this is...
You lose, Gavin.
I didn't do that.
I was too slow. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day.
Oh, when they were battling Zach
Neither do we.
and the rest of them.
As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker.
Makes logical sense.
Yeah.
I can come to no other conclusion.
What? Of course not. What's up, Tilted?
Daddy used to say something.
I bet he did.
If you want to know a man, you have to compete.
Oh my god.
Oh my, Daddy's giving me bad advice again.
Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Christoph Gavin.
This music's creepy.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright. A second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs.
Well, that is one way to look at the career.
He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse for a man.
He's better than you.
He deserved to die for that error alone.
What? This is all about the guy's professional
Jeez.
jealousy? Like, wow. Hold it! So the one who requested that forgery was...
Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these two men shamed me, and I could not forgive that. My small penis would not allow it.
as reflected in my hair.
Thank you for saying it. None of us were going to.
Phoenix Wright and Zach Greenbean both deserved what they got.
So you asked Mr. Misham to forge that evidence so you could win. But then, when you were dismissed as Zach Grimalkin's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap.
You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him.
You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly.
Oh, here it is. So be it. Jedi.
Incredible, Jedi. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep.
Prosecutor Gavin.
Perfectly. You're mad, Christoph. And I'm gonna keep hitting this thing. Stop fooling yourself.
What
That's
are
where we
you
go.
talking about, Clavier?
Tell me, how did that trial end?
Cancelled when the defendant finished. Or vanished, rather.
Also
Yikes.
that.
I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years.
He's also been living in
What?
prison.
My stress wrinkles are showing up.
You were afraid your forgery would be revealed and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance. So you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years. This man.
You know, he always felt like he was being watched. That's what he said. Every day for 7 years.
It'd be funny if we find out he actually lived in Misham's closet next to the other campuses. He just
Like a Dorian Gray.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
But I felt it too. Jonah's sure he's being watched. End quote. Don't you worry.
How does this guy come? I thought we were done.
Yeah.
Why am I doing? Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Don't you wonder why Zach Grammar Blabum got rubbed out after 7 years? That's a long time. Right after coming into contact with me.
Very poor choice of words there.
Yeah,
I know,
very
really.
purchase. Localization on that sentence was a little off.
Wait just a minute. Zach Greensleeves was seen by this reporter? How is that possible? Was he alive after being gone 7 years?
I like how 7 years in this becomes 700 years. Like they're just like 7 years. You know. Finally, I knew this moment was coming. The moment when the background would fade and I would stand in front of it in stark relief. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. 21 days later.
Yeah.
Zach Grailquest, gone missing for 7 years. Trucy's father.
What's wrong, Apollo? That's not a question, it's an exclamation. Go get him.
Yeah. Right. Leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a, quote, mysterious traveler.
I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it? Slim man. Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Tragic.
For the restaurant. The details don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveler was Zach Grand Union.
What is it, Apollo?
Huh?
Keep going. We'll talk about it later.
What? What? You just
What?
did she already know?
Shut up. Someone please explain this.
Yes, someone
Yes,
please.
Yes,
please,
yes,
God,
please
thank you,
explain
God.
this.
I'm so confused.
Mr. Justice, can you explain this?
It all started 7 years ago.
How many flashbacks are they going to shoot us through before?
I want a flashback and a flashback soon.
No, seriously. The great magician Magnify Grimalion started it. Magnify Grimdawn's death, and his student Zach Grimdawn, the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence. Okay, that's somewhat unthinkable.
Drew Misham?
Actually, it was his daughter, Vera, who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin?
Precautions?
Keep people from talking, of course.
I think that's you in your head.
These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble.
That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers.
Atroquinine? Applied to a commemorative stand.
But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off.
His daughter?
No, the bomb.
Was a
Judge.
bomb?
The bomb.
She saved him by taking the stamp. I see.
Yes, Your Honor. Someone set us up the bomb. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. Us up.
The Ariadne nail polish, of course.
You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Misham is nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails.
Ah!
That nail polish was her good luck charm. I forget who we had doing
I think it was me.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing like
She's almost
surfer guy.
kidnapped once.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house.
That person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside.
Before we go on, let me say hi to Darcy Little Badger. Thank you for the raid.
Hey!
Thank you, Author Little Badger. Thank you, Darcy. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. If you folks are not following Darcy, Author Little Badger, you should. Not only is Darcy a wonderful author, but is also a wonderful role player and is also a streamer who I think just got done doing a writing sprint, if I'm not mistaken, a NaNoWriMo related writing sprint on her channel. So hello, Darcy, and hello to Gekitsu, and hello to Summer Squirrel. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. Enjoy this look into true justice, as I am joined by the Arvocalists with the epic conclusion of this actual simulation of the justice system. So just keep that in mind.
100%.
Thanks again, Darcy. I appreciate it, and welcome everybody. Right.
It protects me.
Yes, apparently she received something. A gift? She won't tell me what it was. It's from that client, the one who wanted that note made.
It was his insurance.
Insurance?
As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside?
If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous. And the nail polish would do the rest.
His time bomb sat there for 7 years. Her nails fell off unpolished, and then they went off almost simultaneously.
Oh, let's all just look at each other. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Such drama.
Waiting for him to burst into flames.
If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time.
Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said?
Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction.
What's up, Pelnis? What?
Clavier, surely you understand.
We're back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the Atropine that took Drew Misham's life.
Objection! What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Brames to keep him from talking.
Oh, you dumb shit. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again, if you like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else.
Except that it was the guy.
You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive.
Do not seriously think a hobbit could stand against. Okay, then why did you kill him?
I plead my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial.
Hey, Cray Twitch.
What?
The defendant's name is Vera Misham, suspected in the murder of her father.
Right, this court finds her innocent. You, on the other hand, are brought up on charges.
My trial's been finished for 6 months now.
I don't think this guy understands justice.
I did not feel the need to tell everyone to shut up that time. I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. It is defendant Vera Misham who is on trial here.
No, but you were doing so good, Apollo!
Time for Mr. Hat, Trucy.
As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, this course of inquiry cannot find Vera Misham innocent.
Objection! Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence. You're the witness. You don't get to object.
Wait, did he just object? What was that?
An Ace Attorney, you can.
You still don't get it, do you?
Huh?
Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Vera Misham to bite her nails?
What?
It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you.
What?
Evidence is everything. There is nothing more. None of this makes sense.
Shut up. I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion.
Your Honor.
Has it?
Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney.
Thanks. You perform well for a past as prime judge.
What was that?
Nothing.
I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well.
However, without direct proof, you have nothing.
You know, we brought a lot of evidence.
Isn't that right, Clavier?
Unfortunately, yes, Christoph. You're right. That is, you would have been right. Until now.
What?
Whoa!
What?
Stay mad, bitch. Refuse not to reach your destined solitary. The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system.
That's true.
We have yet to have the jury talk at all, haven't we?
That's right. I'd totally forgotten. The jury system!
Jurists, you say?
No, my number one weakness.
Not jurists.
The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society.
Phoenix, right. Apologize, just used jurists. It was super effective.
This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law.
Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of a joke?
It's hard to believe he wouldn't.
Wriggles.
It's so. I wonder. Like, it's hard to believe he wouldn't know that unless it's that he's been out of the mix for years, and so like.
I mean, he was in prison.
But like, wouldn't he know? Doesn't he get to read the newspaper?
I don't know.
What
Don't
could
look
we
like it's
possibly
looking at
gain
me.
by doing this?
Yeah.
Ooh, he's twitchy. Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers.
Hey, keep it up, bro. You're getting the vote on your side for sure.
Common citizens have something called common
I don't
sense.
know about that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Common sense is not restricted by the law.
nope.
Nonsense. There is only room for two in this court. Me and the law. Keep the riffraff out. Out, I say.
My God.
Jury says nothing.
Bro.
Shut up.
They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera.
That's uncanny.
Look at that guy.
How can you allow this?
How can you just let me walk away? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix, right?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
So, everything was leading to this. Of course. Right. Right.
Oh.
Right.
Going Super Saiyan.
Oh my god.
God.
My goodness.
I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court.
Brought down by direct democracy.
My hair is messy. Law. The law is everything. Law is absolute. You'd let ignorant swine soil your courts.
This is getting better and better. I hate the common people suck. Like, you see the polls are like 99% convict. And like,
Yeah.
To be fair, I've been in Chicago
Christoph.
traffic and same.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's over.
Clavier.
Law is absolute? You can't be serious.
What?
Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions.
That's true.
Well, not the first time I got everything right.
Yeah.
The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge.
Also true. Suddenly the developers just like have this like dazzling insight. Like, here's actual law.
Opus of information.
Like a gem, polished to a gleam through trials.
That's a good line, actually.
It is this fruit we receive and pass on, and occasionally nibble and face in our time.
Who replaced?
So
Suddenly
true.
the judge like emerges. He's just like, I am Morgan Freeman. Like,
I am the absolute,
yep.
and it is always changing, growing, nurturing. It is our task as human beings. Nurturing it is our task.
It was a little Yoda of a line.
Yeah, I was confused. But
Nurturing it is.
it's for you, Christoph. You aren't changing. You stopped.
You're not needed any. Oh, that's.
Oh, that was me. That was me still. That was confusing. You're not needed anymore.
I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday, I'll know what law is. He'll know what law. And I'll fight to change if I have to.
Shut up.
Was that actually a line that he'll know what law is?
Someday I'll know what the law is.
I see no need to further prolong this trial.
All right.
This
What is-
began as
what
the
is
trial
this?
of Vera Misham, accused of murdering her father, the painter Drew Misham. However,
It ended up becoming a Democratic vote on why Christoph Gavin sucks. So say we
Yes.
all.
several other incidents were reviewed, and we seem to have reached a conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision. Jurists of the court,
Ooh.
for the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant, Vera Misham? Innocent or guilty?
Not guilty.
I turn to you now to consider this matter.
Text yes to 1236.
Are we seriously going to be the jury? Is that what this is all leading to?
I think.
We just get to choose how it ends.
Wait, I got the thing. Wait a second.
Do
It's
you?
There. I do.
Do
No,
you
I
have
do.
the
I
thing?
do. October 9th, 12:48 p.m. Juris Chambers. Hear it and weep. Let's go.
Very nice.
I don't know who this might be. 1,000 Year Stare, Rem. I'm
This
guessing.
ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Misham is currently in intensive care.
Okay. Yep.
If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached.
So it's up to all of you. It's true. I want to know what law is. I want you to show me. That's
The
good. Dude.
factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decision. That is all. Please.
Wait, number 6. I don't even know what this is.
KP.
Yeah, KP.
Okay.
I don't know what number 6 is. Go crazy.
Please, wait.
Yes, jurist number 6.
Are there like 1,000? How many jurists are there though? Isn't this like the country?
There's something in this jurist handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists.
That is correct. I've looked into all your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of this case.
With the development of the case, I see.
Does that answer your concern?
I guess.
It's time for your verdict.
I didn't actually answer.
Make your decision in the case against Vera Misha. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard.
Is the truth being heard, or are people just making a choice?
I know. Like,
Judge wisely, judge well.
It all leads to
Whoa.
guilty.
Whoa.
Oh, it's her?
That's creepy. What's going on?
oh my goodness. Well, obviously the answer is not guilty. I like the other reason that it's clearly
Yeah,
not
yeah.
guilty is because of like Kristoff's
Oh.
actual like contempt for these people,
Mhm,
which makes a
right.
lot more sense than the idea that Vera suddenly lost her mind and decided that she would poison her father and then
Yeah.
Listen, man, people
Remind-
can go a little wild sometimes. You never
Yeah.
know. I'm just
Who-
saying. Sometimes the most innocent people. You don't know.
I mean, if I had to live in a town with filled with these idiots, I might poison myself. too.
time to leave.
Child labor is all I'm saying. She was put to work at a young age into a
Mhm.
life of crime
Yep.
and forgery, my friend.
And I have to draw all my feelings.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Clearly, a child of
Nothing
trauma.
wrong.
It's so
There's a
funny
lot
that
of
this is the one as
possibility.
jurist is number 6.
Arv, do you remember who? Yeah. Who is this? Who is this?
This is the one who was the she's the blind, or no, she's not blind. Her brother was blind. This was the singer
Oh.
in that case.
Mhm.
This is from like case number 3 or 4, I want to say,
Right, right.
earlier in the game where Kristoff's like guitar caught on fire or whatever, and she
Uh-huh.
was on trial, and it turned out her brother was responsible for part of it, and
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I
ridiculous.
wonder if other characters from previous cases will
yeah.
make verdicts.
Well, this is Jurist 6. Confirmed. She's not guilty. Oh, the bracelet. Oh, that's it. That's his mom. That's the mom. The singer was, remember? Because it was, she like left the
Right,
stage.
Yeah.
That was
Uh-huh.
his mom. No joke.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. So that's why she asked about, what if you're involved with the case? No, it's fine. You
Yeah.
can-
That's
looks
that's
good to
Kristoff's mom.
yeah. So
Oh,
no,
that-
it's
No,
it's
Apollo's
Apollo's
mom.
mom. Because remember during this case,
Oh.
she was the one that was shot, but no one ever found her body.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like,
yeah,
and
that's
Tracy's
her.
mom.
Listen,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Technically,
stick to that
Tracy's
voice,
mom.
even if it's revealed.
And
to be
Trucy's
her,
right.
okay?
Yeah. Wow.
And
I'm just
so
saying,
a
man,
verdict
if
was
it's
reached.
revealed that jurist number 6 is her, I'm sticking to that voice still.
Yeah.
And so a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
The first verdict under the jurist system. Innocent by unanimous decision.
Unanimous decision.
The
The
record will show
Yeah, right.
that when
This
the
dude's
verdict
face.
was announced, special witness Christoph Gavin laughed. A laugh louder than any ever heard before or since.
He's about to rip his face off.
mean,
I
really,
know.
like-
It's like Red Skull over here.
Yeah.
A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours.
Dang.
Is this you, Greg?
I
Or
think
me?
I think this is still you.
October 10th, 8:30 a.m., the morning after the trial.
Ray Appel's like, do it. Do the laugh. Do the laugh.
I did the thing before and it didn't come through my mic, so I'm not sure if it'll count.
Oh, okay.
In an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred.
Oh, did Vera survive?
Vera Misham
Wow.
opened her eyes.
And said, I did it, and then expired.
Oh,
It
whoops.
was me.
October 10th, 10:12 a.m., Hickfield Clinic.
Thank you.
Vera, I'm so glad
Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too, and proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about what if Vera...
Hey now, don't you start crying too.
I need to draw my feelings.
Sorry you had to see us like this. Vera?
Thank you so much, Apollo. Thank you.
I'm now an influencer with
I
thousands of...
can talk now.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails.
No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm.
Vera,
When I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. We were meant to be together.
whoa now,
Are you my new daddy?
too many.
It's important to be a part of the world. To see things with your own eyes.
It looks like that poison had some effect after all. Why the hell would I just say that? That's a ridiculous
What
thing
is
to
that?
say. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. I am appalled that I'm saying this. My inner monologue is in total rebellion against my good sense.
I knew you'd pull through, Vera. I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future.
I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you.
Oh boy.
Oh God. No, please.
No, really, it's okay. Please.
Ooh, look,
I like her
it's
face.
me.
She's like, you will like this. You
Yeah,
will like
I
this
just-
gift. Like this gift.
Looking at, I was like, oh, that's a cute drawing, and then I looked up, I was like, Jesus Christ.
I really wanted a twist ending where it turns out she is a stone cold killer.
You know,
Funny.
You were wrong.
I love it. Thanks.
Well, I don't know if you saw, but chat was like rooting for pick the bad ending. I'm like, no, we're not going to pick the bad ending.
I'm gonna say that look she's giving right now, drawing, is just
Right?
very stone cold.
What's your hair?
Is that me?
She really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so at least.
That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is?
The other lawyer?
The hot one.
Oh no, Phoenix. I mean, he's okay. Oh, you mean Daddy? Except he's not a lawyer anymore.
It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry. I'll draw him a picture and make him feel better.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant.
No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize.
I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that.
He brought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier.
You mean that stack of videos?
Oh no.
Mr. Wright finished watching them all?
And what else is he doing?
Yeah.
You know, I knew my real daddy was alive.
Huh?
I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom.
You did how?
I'm not telling. He promised me that day he went away.
I think this is UKP, right? Doing the...
Oh, yeah. We may not meet again for some time, Trucy. But know this. I will be watching. And one day, I shall return as a very weird gangster-looking wannabe. You're the next after all.
Fade out just in time. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he?
It's okay. Phoenix is my daddy now. New daddy. Even if he can't really play the piano.
That he can't. Oh, that he can't.
Oh, and I've got you too. Even if your voice is kind of loud sometimes.
What are you trying to say? I mean, glad I made your list.
Hey, come to think of it. Where is daddy? The one who can't play. You know Apollo?
I think he said he had to meet someone.
I wonder. Maybe it's a new mommy.
Oh, snap. You didn't put the reverb on that, did you? Thank you.
Oh, Trucy? Yes, Vera?
Oh no, two personalities speaking to each other.
I was wondering, could you show him to me once more?
Oh God, Mr. Hat.
Oh.
Hi,
Sir
Leah.
Hat, was it? Oh, he's not been knighted yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat. Objection. Ahem.
Not loud enough. And I like Mr. Magic Underwear better anyway.
The panties.
Oh, that's yeah.
What?
That's magic panties, Apollo.
It's from an
Hey,
earlier
they came
case. It's a
back.
long story.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many concerns about
They
this
had to bring back the
relationship.
panties.
So this is present day. I don't know. Whoever.
I'll do it.
Okay.
So, your memories returned.
I don't know if this is me, but Mr. Wright, was this all a part of your plan too?
Oh, it's whoever's. It's the new mommy. You're the new mommy. Greg.
Oh, I'm the new mommy.
Yep.
I
don't know what you're talking
Oh, wait,
about.
is this her?
I guess it's her. Oh, La Memoire. Yeah. So this is not me. Does anyone remember who was playing? Oh, you know what? I think Dot was.
It was
playing
before
La
they
Memoire,
joined.
right?
Yeah.
So La Miroir, well, okay, as La Miroir, it was very like, hey, French, you know, you see what they mean, like type of thing. But she's obviously now can drop the act. So, I don't know, basically whoever wants this, I would say.
KP did a great old new mommy before.
Mhm.
So
All right.
Oh, right.
Great.
French, you say, okay. Well, when I lost my memory, I was reborn as L'Amour.
Mm-hmm.
But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurors.
So he also gets to
Oh,
choose
she was
the
the jurist. Juror
Yeah,
number
she
6.
was one of the jurors. But like,
Mhm.
yeah, because she was on the screen when she chose. But I just don't understand how like he gets away with it. Like I get to just choose what? Like
You're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy.
Of course, it is a happy thing. For so long, I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children. 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This, too, I think, is thanks to you.
Are you going to tell them?
They do not know?
Nope.
You asshole.
I'm sorry. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings.
Go to them when the time is right. Until then,
Don't worry. I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me, too. A little annoying at times and calling me daddy every other sentence, but still.
this is 1,000-Year Stare.
I have to keep an eye on her at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels.
I don't want to finish this sentence.
Oh, Jesus.
Go ahead. There's nothing
know,
wrong here. There's nothing wrong.
I mean,
On the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, dude.
Your bracelet.
I said your bracelet.
Your
Yes.
bracelet.
Your bracelet.
Yes, I said.
Oh, yeah, you did say yes.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry. I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years, but your bracelets were the strangest of all.
Strangelets, I used to call them.
Mhm. I remember meeting him half a year ago now in Christoph Gavin's office. And then I met you. Two fates destined to intertwine. And I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that.
Such a small thing, but it tore away. It tore who I was away. Ten years ago, it was a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive that accident. That is why I left the troop, my family. Now my memory has returned. I'm myself once more.
Now, at this hour, new flesh.
For the first time, I'm glad to be alive, Mr. Wright.
Speaking of miracles, Baramisham regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are.
It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken. Sometimes a life is spared.
Sometimes I have some bacon. Sometimes I have a pear.
You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they've got something worth living for.
Easy for you to
In my
say.
mind, I was thinking of some murderous quote to say, like, as long as they still have lungs. They
And
don't
that's
die
pretty
easily.
much the end of my story for now, anyway. I still got a long way to go, and this power of mine, well, it needs some work. But there's hope now. We'd lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time. Gotta go. Cords of steel. Here comes justice. Objection!
Objection!
Yay!
Whoa, we did it! Oh.
It's not over.
I'm
Glad
not.
to stay with the agency, Apollo. It's like I found my long lost big little brother. Oh, and don't you worry about Troop Gray Ghost. Trucy's on the hunt now that I have this, thanks to Daddy.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not doing any of that.
Trucy, Grammarly? Frankly, I got my doubts, but hack Grammarly, that'll pack it in.
Classic
Good
planning
job
from Takeshi
planning.
Yamazaki.
Yep. Thanks. Good planning.
It's not every day you get a trial that rocks harder than one of our gigs, yeah? That's why it's over. The Gaviners are breaking up. The news caused a run on tissues at supermarkets nationwide.
On tissues?
You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session. Yeah.
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 Does the
Yeah.
judge get one?
Vintage design and art from Kazuya
If the
Nori.
reporter gets one, I'm gonna be mad.
Oh, God.
I can see it.
Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer, and I still suck. Now that everything's sorted, and I've got some time on my hands, maybe I'll finally take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam. Again.
Spectacular
Awesome.
graphics from Miho Kobayashi.
Yes.
Yusuke Yamada.
And Tadashi Noyama.
and the inimitable Kyoko Takeda. Oh,
Oh, hey.
who is this?
That was me.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah,
Do it.
Oh, I was standing around eating some. Oh,
it's not. I can't do it. I'm
I
not
got
doing
this
it.
Crazy idea. What if they were golden? You could augment the crunch, or better yet, make them ding. The power of science. Although preservation might not be 100% safe. Wow, they go by fast.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, hands are off the
reading.
mouse. Legendary background graphic work from Chi Nakayama.
Mm-hmm. Rika Kono.
Oh my God. Who was playing Olga?
Oh, that was.
The only thing colder than restaurant is pushed. But if greater challenge is being required,
Who the hell?
Yep.
then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for.
Yeah, this is a big
We've
revelation.
literally never seen her do that.
That was like case number 2, I think.
Oh,
is
okay.
where
Nice job programming.
spectacular work from Naomi Nishiyama.
That was not at all the name.
Was it not?
That was the second name. It was the second name.
Was it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, no.
Oh God, I don't remember who this was.
I don't know who this is.
So Kentucky pastries.
Yo, boss. Culture time.
Kentucky
Oh, this is
pastries.
Yes.
Godfather.
This is how we write root.
But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss. PR time.
Do it, Indy.
That's all you. You were on it.
This is how we write people, all right?
Not that Walkie's paying any attention. Woo, kids.
Oh God, Walkie's the.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Yeah.
no idea who
I remember
that
that
was number
Godfather
one, I
character.
think.
The whole time you think that he's wearing sunglasses,
Music.
and then he raises his eyes, and it's his eyebrows.
is. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Lloyd, Chinese cat was on cake was a fly idea like 3,000 years. Oh, and man, you want to make it today? You gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's what I made the OG crap. No, it's like for real. I know it don't look like no. I can't. God dang it. Oh, I get it. But it's not in
Say
that
it.
voice. I feel like that's just
Do
way too
it.
type.
It's
No.
it's a food.
Yes.
I
it is.
know, but it's just like the way. It's just I don't know. It's so weird saying it that way.
It's fine.
Oh God, this guy.
You asked
need to
me,
do
there's
some
only
more-
one food,
Oh.
and that's noodles. Noodles forever. I got a new one too. See, this time I just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Why pretend? Eldon's noodles is about the salt. Salt forever.
I mean, I feel that.
Mm-hmm. These are all very old characters.
Yeah,
I don't know who that was.
that was from like again case 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
This guy. Oh yeah. I got this one. My exceptionally inquisitive nature has won me unequivocal adoration. You see, they used to call me Wesley Stinkler and Wesley Sticky Hands,
Yikes.
but no longer. I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature. Wesley Sicko, reporting. Yes, curiosity is a sickness, and I am the cure!
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh, what the hell?
Great. Thank you, Alexander O. Smith. Wow. Yep.
We can-
And
Yeah, there you
all of
go,
these
localization.
localizers.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
Absolute quality.
Absolute quality.
That's true.
So true.
Oh, is that it?
Just
That
about.
are on the special
Oh,
things?
there we go.
Oh, this is Mom.
I don't know how to thank you. Light has returned to my life, and with it, joy. I may have lost years, but I have gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song. Wait, she sings.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Yeah.
Sorry. Mommy?
True.
Mama didn't kill a man. Oh, here we go.
Brussel here, back on the beat with another interview.
God.
Eh? How do I feel about how things turned out? No scoop yet, but journalist confidence in mint condition. End quote.
That's a great freeze frame to end. Thanks for that game.
Oh my god. This game.
I've decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find what to paint, but I know there are good people out there now. I've met them, all 2 of them. The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you.
I said thank you. I said thank you.
You're welcome.
Say it back.
Shoot, Takumi.
Or you're gonna be dead next.
Cute.
Oh.
Apollo and Mr. Hat.
Wow. And then whoever that girl is.
You never notice how Trucy has the same spiked up hair?
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
And there it is.
Wow.
So,
We did it.
complete. I told you I thought we were
Mhm.
pretty close to the end.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's it was funny going through all those other ones. I was like, everyone's like, who the hell is that? I'm like, well, that was from earlier. That person was also from earlier. That person was
Yeah.
also from earlier.
Yeah.
If you play it all together as a piece, like, obviously you remember that. Yeah, restart it. No. No, we're not going to restart
Let's
it.
do it all again.
The way that it works typically, Rurf, is that we do, we usually spend maybe 3 months, maybe 4 months doing these games. And then usually between cases or so on, or at the end of a game, then we take a break. We do some other games first because it's a strong flavor. We always kind of circle back around. There are the next one in this series, I think, is either the Edgeworth Chronicles, which is kind of interesting, but may not totally fit. And then there are like crossover series, but there's also the, what is it? The third one, I think I want to say in the series, is where Phoenix Wright returns, having indeed become a lawyer again. And I don't remember how Apollo Justice sort of connects with that. So that's, yeah.
Cool.
But yeah. So victory.
Great.
So,
Well done, team.
yeah, it was good stuff. So I have one thing that I want to look into, which I will tell you folks about. I got a bit of a lead on a little bit of a lead. Oh, nope. I forgot screen sharing. That was going to mess up the windows. Wait a second. It's fine.
Oh.
No one panic.
Wah, 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 wah.
Everything's everywhere now.
Okay. Share that.
Oh.
Share. There we go. Okay. Now you get to see as like
All our
streamception.
background chat.
Yeah, you see all of that as well. So, so Little Red Dot told me a couple of months ago, and I need to find the specific game that was laid out there, of a game called, okay, right. So it is a game called Growing Up. You play from a baby to adulthood through a JRPG style story. There are lots of RP choices, lots of repeat characters. Then when you grow up and have your own child, the game starts again, and there's little puzzle mini games in between. It's really perfect. I played through it like 4 times. It's a different story and different characters each time. Really impressive. So I thought, I was like, well, this may be a promising one for us to try. Not, after we have a chance to do some Christmas Carol, which is what we're going to be doing next month. Which I'm excited for. So it's earlier than we normally stop. I don't know how people feel. I know, Rem was kind of tired and didn't necessarily want to stick the whole way through. So I guess I'll leave it up to you folks as to whether you want us, do you want to give this other thing I was mentioning a try? Do you want to wrap it and then we come back with Christmas Carol in December, and then January we start with the new game? Or how are you folks feeling?
How long is this game?
I don't know, honestly. I don't think it's super long. I mean, it's not long enough that we would finish it tonight. But
sounds like it's incredibly replayable too. So
Right.
would we just be doing like one playthrough of it?
I think so. In fact, let's see. I will show all of you. I'm going to show them. I'm going to show all of
Oh, the
them.
trailer, yeah. The trailer.
Okay.
But it's more of if we started this and then obviously we wouldn't even finish whatever, then we would go into Christmas Carol and then we would come back to it.
Right. That's the idea.
No, I think we should pick it up in January and start fresh with everything.
I agree with that.
Okay. So then what I think we should do is let's take a look quickly at the trailer so people can see what this thing is.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna head out, guys. I've had a long week.
Do your thing.
Totally
Good to
get
see
it.
you.
Night, everyone.
Thanks for
It was
joining
very
us.
good seeing you. Thank you, and feel better, Rem. And I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Thanks, Rem.
Night.
Bye-bye. Okay, so pictures may not be quite right. Bear just a moment.
windows.
Yeah, I know. Let me just get this
Growing Up.
captured.
Free DLC available. This is too real.
Okay.
New DLC available for growing up in real life. It's
All right.
called Taxes.
It's called
New
Texas.
tax
Yeah,
DLC.
taxes.
All right. I'm not going to bother to capture perfectly. We'll just do it like that. All right. Let me just quickly get rid of. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. It's all messed up now. Okay, there's it. All right. And
We can
then,
be each other for a bit. Okay. KP can be Zach. I can be Rem.
everyone has a chance to have their own names, where they belong. I don't want to
Okay,
take your
all right.
identities away. Okay.
Okay.
There. Nope. Damn it. All right.
Whoa,
so
whoa,
there's.
whoa.
Yeah, they get to see the actual capturing of windows.
We do.
All right. And then KP is there. There we go. Right. Lovely. Okay. So here we go. So this is the game that we're thinking about, chat. Okay.
Interesting. Oh, there's a guy with an afro.
It's a little bit.
I'll
like,
play him.
Yeah, you should.
That was super fat. Can we get a longer trailer than that? This is a
This
story.
is a story
of
of
growth.
growth.
Oh, the music.
Hashtag
I'm
relatable.
living this life as it is, guys.
And here's the life of KP. And it has like a
Yes,
picture of you. Like,
KP's Life Simulator. Wow.
Yeah.
let's go.
Performers. To be or not.
Exploring opportunities and finding your voice. It's like a very Disney. Exciting. You really are. That was
Awesome. Oh.
Oh,
I had to make that
welcome to my life.
Yep, you chose wisely. You turned
I
away
chose
from
wise.
scientists.
I think I did. One of my variants out there is a scientist.
Oh no, not every outcome is happy.
Growing up.
Brought to you by the Hallmark
Wow.
Channel.
I don't know what this
Extended
brain map is about.
steel
Like, it's gonna be-
tree.
Yeah. Well, this is Dot's recommendation, and I
Mm-hmm.
trust Dot's opinion about this sort of stuff.
I
so
do.
it looks like.
I do too.
So what do you think? It seems cool, right? Like
Yeah,
there's-
give it a shot.
I've had a suggestion in mind for a while as well.
Okay.
If
What do
we
you got?
wanna, we could watch the trailer for it. It's
Sure.
called Beacon Pines.
And Beacon
Song.
Pines.
Mm-hmm.
Aha.
It sounds like a teen TV drama. But,
Yep, it does.
I started playing it when it was on Game Pass. It's no longer on Game Pass, but
Oh, no.
it was a great game, and
Oh,
those people are
that's
enjoying it.
live.
There you go.
Trailer. I don't want to see anybody live. I don't want to see
It was
people.
very good, and it's
Uh,
text-based, story-based. There are like two main characters, so whoever gets those roles are going to be voicing a lot. But there's also a whole bunch of side characters that you constantly talk to. So. Yeah.
I feel like that'll be our. I like the
Yeah.
Dubbing the entire time.
Wait, no, that's not how this is supposed to end.
Wait, is there actually
There
voices?
has to be another way.
Yeah, but you
We
can turn them
just
off.
need to find it.
I just need to find it.
Okay. It's got the wah 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 wah.
Very Delta S style. in that
Welcome
way.
to Beacon Pines,
A lot going on here.
a place where things don't always go as expected. But it's okay. We can figure this out together.
Jeez.
Damn, man. Digging the music on some
I
of
don't
these.
yet know how this story ends, but I do know one thing. This is a story about change.
Basically, there's the whole, like little furry forest creatures theme to it, but essentially the main plot element is that as you go through the story, you gather nouns and verbs that then you can flip back to previous scenes in the book. You're essentially like assembling a mystery. And when you unlock key words from one memory, you go back to a previous one and try a different word.
That's cool.
To see how it would resolve the situation. So there's a little bit of like time.
Yeah. Interesting.
Time jumpy stuff, but
interesting.
So,
That's
anyway,
also cool. I mean, I
might want to have like chat vote on it, or if there's probably other suggestions too that chat would have if we want to like.
Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
Options.
Assuming the wait a second. We already heard that.
Because we could even do that in December, like after the Christmas Carol stream. We could decide.
Yeah, although I'm thinking we would have to then maybe like. Well, I guess we could play the trailers again. So yeah, be thinking about that, chat, because as folks here who are obviously fans of the Arvocalists, that's not a bad idea. I think Zach's right. Having a couple of choices of either one, assuming that KP and Indy are cool with both of these. I would say, assuming everyone is good with it and assuming Rem's cool with it, then I would say that, it doesn't matter to me. Either one of these looks fine. And so either Beacon Pines or Growing Up, either one of those two are good possibilities. And you could actually have a chance to vote on it. And yeah, definitely think about a couple of suggestions as well, things to consider, and we'll take them on board. I mean, one thing to remember is it is a little bit of you've got to have a game that's text heavy, but you don't want a game that's so like ridiculously text heavy that it never moves anywhere,
Right.
So that's why, a lot of people are like, you should totally do Disco Elysium. But as we were talking about before the stream started, then we would be done in 2045. Like there's so much reading to do in there that it just never stops. So it's got to be in the middle there. And if there's not really much dialogue except like, yes, no, hey, once in a while, Purgatory is a perfect example of a game that's just dead on. Like it wasn't too much, right, Zach? Like not too much text.
Yeah, that game is great.
That's like right on line with what we have. Resident Evil. See, Rurf, this we can't, and we definitely have better actors. Bloodberry, blood. So be thinking about that, chat. But this is definitely two that we'll put up there as Beacon Pines. I like that, and Growing Up. Those are two good choices. So
question.
Yeah.
I forget. Does Banner Saga series have voiced acting?
Yeah. So we actually have done the first
All
two.
three.
We've done. No, we didn't do three.
Wait.
We only did 1 and 2. We haven't done 3.
Oh, okay.
We did Banner Saga 1 and 2 with our vocalists,
we did.
but we didn't do 3. I don't think so.
Cool. That's another choice then.
That's another possibility.
I really like the two options that we already have as well. First and foremost, I think that would be a lot of fun to do either of them. I like the idea of, I feel like with the first option, we would have a lot of opportunities to voice various different characters. And then I really liked someone's suggestion of like doing it as multiple playthroughs, and each attempt would be a different main voice of the main character.
Yeah,
that could be interesting.
I can see that.
Because then you have a genuinely new character that you can then each time be the main character for, and still have a unique story for each of those characters. Granted, are we willing to do multiple playthroughs? That's one.
Depends on how long a playthrough takes, I guess, right?
Yeah, and I really like the second one because I liked how many I like that premise of jumping back and forth through time as you collect things and how that changes and the murder mystery aspect. I also really, really like the idea of doing something epic like Banner Saga, because I feel like we went from something very, very silly and be fun to do something that's much more has more gravitas.
That's true.
Like Citizen Sleeper did.
In fact we did Neocab earlier on of the Arvocalists, which was very serious.
That was great.
And that was much more serious. So and we kind of go back and forth. So there is an argument to me, but I hadn't thought about Banner Saga, but that is great. And the voicings, I mean, like the characters on that are like tremendous. And there is there are some funny things there too, but it's mostly pretty dead serious. Like it's not, so those are possibilities. So we have Banner Saga 3, we have Growing Up, we have Beacon Pines, and we maybe have suggestions from that. I thought about Kentucky Route Zero, Drew. That might be a little, I don't know. I'd have to think about that because that may be a little depressing, but I'd have to think about it. But, maybe. So anyway, we have some good choices. But next month is going to be A Christmas Carol. I am super excited. It is probably my favorite Arvocalist cast we do every year, because it is I think the greatest short story ever written. It's my favorite short story. And also it's just like the characters. It's one of those things that people start it and they're just like, well, this is all 19th century language. And then you just get into the characters because it is a timeless story that's not really the requirement, the sort of Christian aspect of it is not really the thing that matters. Honestly, it's about people coming to terms with who they are and who they aren't. And can they make corrections? The funny thing about that story is that people always think that it's about Scrooge. It's really not about Scrooge. It's about if you can save Scrooge, you could theoretically save anybody. I don't mean religiously. I mean, you can save anybody, in life. You can take a different path if Scrooge can take a different path. And it's got so much great commentary about, this biting satire about the rich approach to the poor, about how the working class is treated, all that stuff, because Dickens lived that life himself. So it was great. I vote Indy for Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
Everyone always says that, but the thing is, Tiny Tim has got like one line. And he just sits there at the end. He's like, God bless us, everyone. Everyone's like, oh, I mean, like, listen.
Yeah. And the Oscar goes to
the Oscar, right? So
I'll be Tiny Tim. I will do it.
Great.
No, we will definitely. What we usually do is we alternate the narrator because there's 3 basic sections, 4 maybe basic sections. So usually alternate the narrator because the narrator talks a lot. Obviously, Scrooge is a big role every year. And then you've got Ghost of Christmas Past and Present are both big ones. And the Ghost of Christmas Future never says anything. In fact, I think long-term viewers will agree with me. We do have a viewer called Ghost of Christmas Future who usually shows up and literally just types ... in the chat the whole time. And it's the best. Like, and he always shows up for it, but he didn't show up last year. So I'm really hoping he's here this time. It'll be great. Hey, Grimbeard Adventures. Hello. Good to see you, man. Welcome. Grimbeard Adventures is a D&D streamer who does awesome different stuff. So
awesome. Grimbeard Adventures.
So yeah, I think I'm very excited for it. It's going to be great, and I will get with the Arvocalists to find out what day we'll be doing that next month. But we will do it at some point, and then January we'll hit the ground running with one of these games. So that's what we'll be doing. So, but I think that's going to probably wrap it for us then for the night. So I will say, Indy, thank you as always. Good stuff tonight. Where will the fine folks find you next? How do you feel about the imminent Christmas Carol to come?
Oh, I am excited. I'm already thinking about characters and various things. It will be a good time. I do very much love, it's a classic, obviously, and it's a big part of our household, being my family back in St. Louis. So I'm excited for that. Other than that, the usuals. You can find me on all socials, Indy Full Stop, and on Twitch at Indy. And thanks for having me.
Good stuff, man. Always a pleasure. KP, where will the lovely fine folks find you on or offline next? And yeah, you have any thoughts about Christmas Carol to come?
I'm very excited, mostly also because I'm very familiar with the story growing up. I mean, growing up as a born and raised in India first, moved here, but I was all, exposed to the story through like Western cartoons and things while I was in India, right? But I realized I've never actually properly either read the story or
so good.
Got really much more of an exposure outside of like the Cartoon Network cartoons that used to air during this time in Christmas. Like that's how I learned about, the story of Grinch was through that cartoon. And like, even just the concept of Christmas came through all of these Western cartoons that aired while I was living in India. So I'm excited to just experience it in this new format and go through the full story properly, I think, because I feel like I have an idea of all the beats and the story points. But this is going to be, I think, really, really fun in that way. Outside of that, oh man, it's going to be a busy couple of months, I would say. The biggest thing, if you're going to be at PAX Unplugged, Greg and I, as well as Rem, are going to be there. So if you see us walking around, or at least see me walking around, I don't want to put this on anybody else. Just come say hi. I'd love to say hi to folks. I love meeting all y'all. I'll be doing a lot of photo shoots. So if you're interested in doing photo shoots while at PAX Unplugged and you've seen some of my work and are interested, signups are open, bookings are open. I have a pinned post on my Twitter that you can go check out, and it'll take you to a Google Doc to then sign up. So do so or share it around. Let people know that I'm doing it. Outside of that, I'm actually going to be in a charity stream with a bunch of amazing folks tomorrow. I'm going to be with Persephoroth, with Phase Night, if people are familiar with them, Tuxlock, and all on Just the Humans streaming channel. It's going to be for an amazing cause. We're playing D&D for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund charity that's out there. And yeah, I'm excited because I'm going to be playing a very specific form of a bard that is inspired by very traditional South Indian, like from my part of India's style of performance art.
Nice.
It involves a cow, not in a weird way. It just literally there are roaming performance artists that they have a cow that they decorate up in a very, very beautiful manner, and they play a musical instrument called what's called the sannai, and they go from house to house, and as they go around, they play for people, and people would come out and donate. The cow would, as the performers performing, would do dances and do little tricks and stuff. And it's meant to be good luck and goodwill when the cow and this person visits your home. And I'm using that as an inspiration for my character. And I think that's
really cool.
Fun. So come check us out.
Yeah, that's really slick. And Just the Human is also a Burst of Hope on Twitter, and is the person who has been working with Speculate and did a bunch of the overlays for our fundraiser that we did a few days ago. So it all connects because there's 5 people in the world and everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, you definitely should check that out. So yeah, good luck with that, KP, and everything, and that is awesome. And we will see you with us next month as well. I will see you actually for Christmas Carol and also in person at PAX. Rem, of course, is Rem Alternus. You should check out not only Rem's work on Rem's own channel, because there are multiple like Shadowrun things that Rem does, and so on, but also has been running Kickstarters and has 2 of them. One, which is Persephone, which is Kevin J. Anderson's, and the other one, which is Hell's something that I now forget, but which is, I think, tabletop role-playing game related. Both of those have about 38 hours, I think she said, to go. So if you check out Rem Alternus at that Twitter feed up there that was linked, then you'll be able to find more about those Kickstarters. Support them if you can. Check out her content, and we'll have Rem back with us next month. And last but certainly not least, Zach. I will see Zach for Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks, but beyond that, where else will the fine folks find you? And yeah, thoughts about Christmas Carol, if any?
I'm very excited for Christmas Carol. It's become a yearly tradition, and I'm excited for our new cast members to make their mark on it, the first of many, hopefully, and to see our previous cast members too. It's been a while, and the end of Ace Attorney, or at least this chapter of it, was bittersweet, but I'm ready to go back to something else, and then come back to a new Ace Attorney journey. That'll be really fun. So
Attorney journey.
Yeah, Attorney journey. Yep. People will find me on this channel again for Expedition, for this, and then also on my own channel, twitch.tv/ZachClay, when I do stream, which is who knows when. And then in other areas that I'll announce at various times.
Yes, indeed we will. And you'll also see Zach live, of course, on stage with me at the Klein Memorial Auditorium in Bridgeport, Connecticut in January for a live D&D event where we'll be joined by Carlos Hernandez and C.S.E. Cooney, by Adam Petrosino, who was the high school student that won the essay contest last year and is now a college freshman at Sacred Heart. He's a drama major there. He will be joining us along with Brandon Crilly, a good friend of mine from north of the border, coming all the way down from Canada, to become part of the second part of the Forbidden Library trilogy, this one called Return to the Forbidden Library. So I'm very excited about that. It'll be in front of a live audience. It is free to go to that one. That's Friday, January 26th. And we will have a KleinCon, a mini-con before that in the lobby with some stores and bookstores and things like that, hawking their wares, as they say, outside in the bookstore with refreshments and concessions and all that. So it'll be a good time for a Friday night in January January when the weather may not be good. But inside, we will be warm with the spirit of friendship and camaraderie and playing D&D. So it's going to be a good time. And we will have that live streamed as well, both through the Klein, but also on our channel also. And Zach will be a part of that. So, but that is going to do it for us for now. So I will see these folks in the various places previously mentioned. Most of them I'll see next month. Zach, I'll see this coming weekend. And it's going to be good times when I see all of you. So chat, can we get some love, as always, for the best voice team on Twitch, the amazing Arvocalists of Zach Clay, Rem Alternus, KP, and Indy. Good to see all of you. Gentlemen, have a good evening.
You as well.
Bye for now. All right. And that is going to do it for us for tonight, folks. That was great. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I love Ace Attorney, as frustrating as it can get. And I do like the fact that we come to it and then we leave it again. We're back to, now it's time to give it a break again, but we'll come back to it. And I'm glad you liked it, Fairy Fire. Yeah, I'm very excited for it. Every year when we have a chance to do this, and Christmas Carol is going to be amazing. It's so good. Really enjoyed it. And I'm really fortunate that we have the Arvocalists with us to do all of this awesome stuff. So we are going to do a raid today because we have a group of lovely people here with us. So let me just quickly check and see who we've got. If I can get my thing over there. There we go. Let me see who I've got. I've got this, I've got that, I've got the other one. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I know who we're going to raid. Okay, great. I actually have a good person here that we will be able to raid in just a moment. So the way we do raids are very simple. If you are not a sub, this is what you do. The Arvanauts have landed, followed by Twitch raid, lowercase Twitch, uppercase R, lowercase AID. If you are a sub, you're going to do this. Arvany hype, and then the Arvanauts have landed, and then all the ones that you see there. Arvany roar, Arvany woe, Arvany witch, Arvany smug, Arvany love. There's Arvany cry, Arvany blown, Arvany ha, Arvany crit, Arvany crit hit, I think it is, Arvany crit miss, all the Arvanys that we have now for you with our new set of channel emotes. You can do all those when you were brought over automatically to the person that we are going to be rating. Again, I've already talked about the channel stuff a bunch, so I won't go through it again, other than to say, please do follow the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and please support us on the Patreon as well, so I can continue to pay these folks and continue to bring back this amazing voice team month after month to entertain all of us as a part of that. Thank you so much to all of you who make it possible for us to do that as well. I will be back to you folks myself on Friday with Starfield, and then Saturday with Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks. I want to thank all of my amazing mods tonight: Drew, Shadow, Triffid, the best mods in the business. Thank you as well to my wonderful Patreon supporters and subscribers. Thank you to Drew, Shadow, Triffid, Tilted Gaming, Crit Twitch. Thank you as well to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Big Boss. Thank you to Christian Cosmic. Thank you to David. Thank you to Dead Dreamer. Thank you to Dragon Spear, of course, for some reason is not sitting in the mod list, but thank you, Dragon. Thank you to Fairy Fire. Thank you to Get Kitsu. Thank you to Hishel. What's up, Hishel? Thank you, of course, to Indy, to Infinity Simplex, Jagtris, KP, of course, Mark, Master of Rem, of course, Mrs. Dunsel, Nonstop, Wizquaza, and Xavi. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Stick around for the raid, and I will see you lovely people back on Friday for more Starfield, and next month for the Arvocalists with A Christmas Carol. Until I talk to you next week, everyone, please be good to each other. Have a good night. Honk.